Okay, another lesson video for Blink. This one's for Not Now. Definitely got to say it's either my favorite Blink song or it is definitely tied between Going Away to College. I don't know, something about the song, I always loved it. I used to watch all the Blink studio album, or studio videos when they were recording the album in 2003, and that was always the one I was waiting for. And then when I finally heard the album and I didn't hear that song on there, I was so disappointed. And then I found out, like, I think it was like 2 or 3 days later, I heard it released online, and I was so happy. It was definitely my favorite song on the album, although I never actually found the actual CD that had it on. I think it was like the UK version or something, I don't know. But song is pretty easy. A lot of it is either played in clean guitar or an acoustic guitar, and I'm just going to play it with distorted the whole way through. The only time, besides like the intro part that is pretty heavy, or actually like the second intro part, everything else is pretty soft. The verses don't really have much guitar in it, though you can add guitar in it if you want. I can show you a few good chords that you could add in there, which I actually used in my acoustic video. There's my cell phone going off. But it's a great song to play. Not much else to it. Here's the intro. After like the 30 or so seconds of the weird sounds at the beginning, you play this. That is the first intro part. The second part is much heavier. If you have like a pedal, or a pedal for your amp, not like an actual effects pedal, but like something you could switch to like a higher gain setting or something, it'd be a good time to put it on. I actually don't have one. Kind of surprised that my amp never came with one, and if I wanted to buy one that was meant for the amp, the thing's made out of plastic, and it was like $50 anyway, so I didn't even bother, because, you know, I don't even play live anywhere, though I'd like to someday. But as of right now, I don't really need one, which is why I'm just going to play the whole thing in a pretty good distorted tone. But this is the second part of the intro, probably the most distinct part of the song, and it goes like this. That's pretty much the way to play it. I like to play it a little differently. Usually when I'm playing, I'm just kind of improvising. At the end of each of the times going through it, I like to, once you get to this, that chord, I like to go back up to the G chord and then back to the A chord and start back over at the C. So I usually like to play it like this in case either any of you want to play like that. Played it wrong. And what I was saying before, you don't go up to the C, you go to the B. I played it wrong. Nobody's perfect. The verse is pretty simple. There's just about no guitar in it, but like during my acoustic video, I played some chords. They're just ascending chords. They're just octave chords. They're nothing really crazy. You could improvise and play like different patterns with them. But basically, it's the sound of, like, I don't know, the synth or whatever's in the background that's playing those chords, so they fit in really good. But This is them. You don't have to play them if you don't want to. The second part of the verse is pretty simple too. It's kind of like a mix of the first part of the verse and then the second intro part, but this is it. I recommend all downstrokes on that, just because they're octave chords, the first two chords, and it just sounds a little cleaner, especially since it's skipping a couple strings. But you could just play the root note and alternate pick if you really wanted to. But the chorus is probably one of the most famous parts that Tom has done. He's done it in the same type of progression. He's done it in Blink songs, he's done it in Boxcar Racer songs like There Is and whatever else. He's done it in Angels and Airwaves songs like The War. And basically all it is it's an octave chord. The first one, it's a D. So it's just the A string, fifth fret, and then the G string, the G string, 7th fret. So it's these two notes. And then your finger, your pinky finger, should stay on the G string the entire time, and all you're doing is pretty much just changing your position of your index finger. And what you want to do is when you're switching to each position, you want to make sure that you're muting the strings that are inside or in between the your index finger and your pinky finger, because third chord, there's 2 strings that are in between each of the notes that you don't want to hear. So just try and keep that in mind. And if you're playing it fast enough and smooth enough, you won't even notice the other chords. But they go like this. The last chord of that progression is a little bit of a stretch, but it shouldn't be too bad. If you really had to, you could just play the power chord if you really had to. But try and stretch those fingers even if you can't. It's just a good workout for your hands. That's pretty much it for the chorus. That's pretty much it for the whole song. I mean, it doesn't really have many different parts to it. The second verse doesn't have the cool upbeat picking part. It doesn't have this part, because right after the 2 times going through the guitarless part, it just goes right back to the chorus again, and then to the bridge, which just has bass playing. And then you just go back to the original intro part. And then you go back to the chorus and do the Tom DeLonge maneuver. And then you just go back to the intro again. It's pretty simple, not many different parts. So I'll just play the whole song for you now. Hope the video helped, and all the annotations once I get them up. Thanks for watching. I bet you I messed up the timing on this. Always do.